Hi and Happy New Year's! Woo! The year is of course coming to an end, and so it is time to look back and reflect. I started my YouTube channel about a year ago. I started on the 3rd of January. So I thought it was fun to look back since almost a year has passed. I am almost at 100 subs, so that is very nice. I'm currently on 91. Of course, in a year that's not so much, but it's okay. Like, it's very hard to do this. Well, it's not hard to do, but it's hard to run a YouTube channel that's successful, I would say. Because you can't really do anything to get subscribers other than just try your luck and see what happens. But of course, my channel consists mainly of two things, which is playthroughs of PlayStation games and Pokemon Go content. And then once in a while, I also do these quizzes that I find funny, or if it's like a special occasion. I have done one for Halloween and one for Christmas. And also for my 100th video, which was like guessing 100 logos, I think it was. But for my playthroughs, I've currently played Crash Bandicoot 3 Warped from the Insane Trilogy, which I kept calling Triology for some reason. One of my absolute favorite games. And I have also played Ghostbusters, the remastered version for PlayStation 4, of course. It was quite fun. It was very short, actually. I was surprised how short that game was. And maybe for the longest game has been Kingdom Hearts Final Mix. My favorite game franchise, I would say. I think the second game is my favorite, Kingdom Hearts 2. That's probably my favorite game, actually, over Crash also. And then of course also Life is Strange 1, also very, very good game, I love that one. And currently I'm on the Thief playthrough. Not my favorite game, but it's fine, I guess, yeah. So yeah, that's been 4 games played in 1 year. That's not a lot. I will up it up a little bit. Maybe post 3 times a week instead of 2, so I can get through the games a bit quicker. I didn't realize it was gonna be that slow. So yeah, especially with the longer games. Because I will play more of Kingdom Hearts, of course, and Life is Strange, and also Crash. And I will finish those series. I will not play Crash 4 though, because I don't like that game. And also some of the Kingdom Hearts games that I won't play, like Chain of Memories, Chain of Memories, and Memory of Melody. Melody of Memory? Memory of Melody? Melody of Memories, because those 2 games are just not fun, and they're not great to make playthroughs for, especially the last one. But then the good thing is that they make these kind of movies out of them, so you can just play those instead. So if you still want to follow along the story, you can do that here as well. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do with that. And something that I've also done is done these naming and ranking of the different Pokemon from the different regions. I am almost done with that one. I think I actually have posted all of them except for one. But yeah, I've done all the regions that I wanted to do, which was 1 to 5, generation 1 to 5, because I don't really know the 6, 7, 8, and 9 that well. I couldn't name the Pokemon at least. I could of course do the ranking of the designs, but there's also just so many of different forms, like it's ridiculous. So it's, yeah, I haven't really decided what to do with that yet. But I will also do one for the Gigantamax Pokemon when there have been more in Pokemon Go. Because right now we only have like, what, 6 or 7 of them or something. So yeah, when there's been more released, I will also do one for that. And then maybe when it's like, you know, the different tours, like Kalos Tour. No, you know what tour is next, but like Kalos Tour in 2 years. Well, 1 year almost now. Then I can probably do a ranking of that. So like it follows along with the Pokemon Go events. I think that would make the most sense for me at least. And then I've done all these trivia question videos where of course I have played a lot of that trivia game, which is like I call it like a buffer video between my playthroughs. So when one playthrough ends, there's going to be a trivia video, and then the next playthrough will start. I've also played a little bit from the YouTube channel called Quiz Inc. And I also have some more of those coming up in between the playthroughs, of course. Because I don't just want to play that trivia game, because I think they reuse the questions a lot, and that won't be very fun. So I will probably stop playing that game, even though it's a PlayStation game that I own. But it's also not that great, because there's a lot of questions that I can't answer, you know, like American politics. There's a lot of American themed questions, like politics and geography and history, that I just don't know about. So yeah, I think it's more fun to find something on YouTube that has like questions that I can maybe answer a little bit better, because that is more fun. And let's get into the Pokemon Go things here. So I will still do my update videos every second Thursday, like I've done always. So that will continue along, like it always have. And then every month I will do a short of all the shinies that I got through the month, of course. And that one will be up tomorrow as well for December. And I will continue to make videos about the events that I've played, of course. Because it's not always that I'm capable of doing that. For various reasons, of course. But the ones that I have done so far have been Rowlet Community Day, then we had Porygon, Classic Community Day, Chansey Community Day, Hisuian Decidueye Raid Day, then we had Sinnoh Tour, Litten Community Day, Primal Kyogre Raid Day, Primal Groudon Raid Day, Bagon Classic Community Day, Mega Heracross Raid Day, Bellsprout Community Day, Bounce Sweet Community Day, and then we had Pokemon Go Fest, Dynamo Community Day, Mega Lucario Raid Day, Beldum Classic Community Day, Seawaddle Community Day, Mega Marwheel Raid Day, and then lastly Mankey Community Day. That's the ones that I've made videos about that I've attended. I also made a short for some of the other events where I didn't think there was enough content to make a video for, such as getting the shinies from the Flock Together Research Day and also the Aspiring Dragons Research Day. Oh yeah, and of course the new event this year, which was the Go Wild area. I also had a short about when I got some Hundos and some shinies there and some mighty Pokemon. And then lastly from the December Community Day. I didn't make a video about because I thought it wasn't really fun since we already had all the community days happen through the year, of course. The only one I didn't get to play as much as was Pop Leo, so that was the only one I didn't have like free shinies of, but I did manage to get one. And I could also only play Saturday, not Sunday, so I just made a short showing of the shinies that I got instead of making a video. So now let's get more into depth what has happened this year in Pokemon Go for me. We can start by looking at all the shinies that I've got this year, because it's quite a lot actually. So in total I made this little sheet here that you can see how many shinies I've gotten each month and in total, and also like some of them that I've gotten a lot of the same ones. So in total I've got like 312, which I think is quite crazy. This is also including community days, of course, and the Go Tour and Go Fest. But actually it's very surprising that May is the most one with 38. I don't know really what happened in May, because it's not like any of those. Like you would think it would be August or February. But February is like a good 35, and then August is only 20, which is just nothing. Well, I guess July was the Go Tour with 33, that would make more sense. Also here in December, like with 35, but also we had a lot of new events like the Community Day and the Research Day, I think was also. It was in December, yeah, so that makes sense. And I started off with the year by getting a lot of shiny Bronzer and was so annoyed at it every time. But then thank God it stopped. But like something that's been like consistent through the year has like been Machop and also Ralts a little bit. Chansey is not the Community Day ones, just so you know. Also with the Meowth has also been consistent through the year. It's of course because of the new Discover Kanto thing that they just never stopped. Like it started in February, I think it was, and then it just kept going through the entire year. So hopefully they will stop doing that for next year. Maybe it will be Johto instead, who knows? But yeah, it's been too much. And then I also just counted the Hondos here, which has been 52 through this year, which I also think is quite good, because it's like almost 2 a month, which is, yeah, that's okay. You know, they're supposed to be quite rare, so I think it's okay. And Nundos, I have gotten 11 this year, 12 in total, because I started like looking for them or like counting them or like making the search string for it in June, so like in the middle of the year. So I will probably get even more for like the next year, because now I'm actually looking for them like with the search string, like I said, and also just getting my auto catcher and making, and not just transferring every Pokemon right after I caught them, because I used to do that before I had my auto catcher actually, which was quite stupid back then, because I have probably transferred a lot of Hondos and Nundos and good Pokemon without even realizing. So yeah, learn from my mistakes, so now I am doing things differently. And now let's look at what I've done for like distance walked, Pokemon caught, Pokestops visited, and total XP. It won't be from the entire year, because I found this old picture from the 18th of January, but I think it will still be quite showing, or whatever you say. So yeah, we can start with distance walked here. It's been almost 3,000 kilometers, which is quite insane. That is a lot. So yeah, I'm very happy with that, very proud of that. And with Pokemon caught, it's been 79,000, which is just a crazy number to say out loud. Yeah, that is very crazy. And Pokestops visited, it's been almost 50,000, which is also just a lot. I'm actually surprised it's so fewer than Pokemon caught. Well, I guess there's a lot more Pokemon to catch than there are Pokestops. So that makes sense. And then lastly, with the total XP here, it's actually fucking crazy. It's almost 79 million XP that I've gotten this year. It's also, of course, been this year where I went from level 48 to 49 to finally being in level 50, which I'm just so incredibly proud of and so happy, because I was stuck at level 44 for so very long. Like, I have this note where I've been writing down every time I leveled up here. You can see I was at level 45. I got to level 45 at the 11th of March in 23. 4 months later, leveled up again, and then 2 months, it was a quick one for some reason, leveled up again, and then again only 2 months I leveled up again, and then it took 3 months to level 49, and then 4 months again to level 50. So I've been very consistent actually. But yeah, I was stuck at level 44 because I didn't really play, and then suddenly I just picked up the pace, and then 3 to 4 months later I leveled up every time. That is just insane. That's really, really crazy. I'm really proud of that. So yeah, very, very nice. And then lastly, I just wanted to look at some of the most rare Pokemon that I've gotten through the year. It will be a lot of like shiny costume, rare Pokemon that is just hard to get. The ones I haven't really included that I was like a little meh about was like the special backgrounds. Like we had Necrozma with one, and Toxtricity from the Go Wild area. And also the community day ones that we just gotten through these last 12 days from the research task. Because they're not that rare, but you can only get one of them, so in a sense they are rare. Because that's the problem, or like that's the issues with rare Pokemon in this game. You have like different difficulties of rare, I would say, because you have the ones that you can only get one of at one time, like from a research, and then it's probably gone for like a year or something. And then you have like Pokemon that have like different things going on for it at once, like it can be a shiny Shadow, a shiny costume, a shiny Hundo costume, like stuff like that. So like, and also there's like rare Pokemon that are hard to get, like Golden Go or something. Yeah, I think you get the gist. So let's look at some of them, or like let's look at the most rare that I gotten. So yeah, first up I want to say there is going to be a lot of shiny costumes one. So it's like this Charizard with a party hat on, this Pikachu, also be a few of those. You know, I have 2 of those. And then of course this Sari Pikachu from, you can only get from India. So it's only like through remote raiding, and I don't think there's ever been an announcement that it was in the game. So it's just like kind of random. And so yeah, I do think it's quite rare, and I don't think a lot of people have this one actually. The again Halloween shiny one, and this one is actually something that I got yesterday from the New Year's event, where you had to catch 20 Pokemon, then 24, then 25, and then you got a Pikachu from that at the end. And mine was shiny, so I evolved into Raichu, because this one is only available through that one, and then research, and I think also raids. So it is quite rare actually. It's not as rare as like, let's say the L kit with the armband that also have in shiny, of course, because you could get 2 of those, but this one you can get more of, and it's not exclusive this year. You can also get it last year, I think it was. So yeah, but it is quite rare, especially the ones that I got from the quest research. Like, that was pretty crazy. And directly tough, this is one actually from last year. It's not from this year, because, or it is from this year, it's just the start of the year, because they're doing like the same event for the start of this year and the end, like with the Hoot Hoot and the Jigglypuff. So yeah, whatever. And of course this year we saw the Galarian birds actually being shiny. They came out last year, I think, but I did get 2 Zapdos this year. One of them caught with Master Ball, one of them wasn't, which is really crazy. Pokemon Go Fest, where we saw these Umbreon and Espeon costumes, and I got both of them in shiny. Very nice. My very first shiny unknown, my only one. There was an N here. This one was actually from Sinnoh. Yeah, and this is probably one of the most rare Pokemon that I have, just in total, because it is a shiny Nundo. This is just crazy. I only have one. I also only have one shiny hundo, of course being my Hishuin Samurott that I got last year. So yeah, that's pretty crazy. And the shiny Heracross, of course it had a raid day, so it's not that rare, but it is still a regional for me. So I won't see them often. But yeah, so that's pretty nice. And of course the Corsola, because it's only available in eggs. I think it still is just in 7 kilometers, but I was so incredibly lucky when it first came out. I had 9 eggs and I got 2 of them. It was so nice. And this one I also caught yesterday, actually right after I got the shiny Pikachu. I got a shiny Wurmple. I know that these are boosted, so it's not that rare, but it's still very nice. My only and very first shiny Spinda. I was very lucky and nice to get that one. And of course at Sinnoh that was also available to get these Lake Guardians as shinies. I got Misprit and Azelf. Of course Azelf is regional for me, Misprit is not. I did not get Uxie, so as soon as Uxie comes back I will do everything in my power to try and get a shiny of that. That could also be a fun idea to make a video about when they will be back eventually. And this one is also very rare one, because it is a Nundo Shadow. I've really been lucky with these Nundos here. So that one and then Pineco, probably the 2 most rare Pokemon that I gotten this year. That is just crazy. Of course we had shiny Zorua and also have Zoroark. They are rare in that sense that they are very hard to get. Of course, when I did get them as shiny, I think it was a Halloween event where they were boosted and there was a lot of them. But other than that, they are rare, you know, like Ditto and Kecleon and Smeargle, because they all have to be... You do have to do certain things to get them. You can't just go out and get them, you know, if you wanted to. So yeah, they are rare in that sense at least. Of course, when I got them, they were boosted, so... I really love this shiny, this is so cool. And I got a shiny Durant. It was also at an event where it was boosted, but it is a regional for me, so it's still kind of rare. Of course we got Diancie from the free research this year. It's not really rare, but I just wanted to show it off because it is a mythical and you can only get one, so that's very nice. And this one, the Decidueye here, my very first and only Hundo costume Pokemon actually. So I'm also very happy with that. That is quite rare, I would say. We had midday form Lycanroc, which is also quite rare because it was really hard to get, and I don't think you can get it anymore. Or they can't because Rockruff is not available right now. Because you had to catch this special Rockruff that could evolve into it. It was really dumb that it did like that. So it was really annoying, but I'm really happy that I got it. Of course, I gotten a shiny Necrozma, not from the raid day because I didn't play that event, unfortunately. So this is from the first time Necrozma was available. And here was Corsola. I did get 2 of them. And yeah, of course, we also had Enormous. This has only been available once and was from those elite raids. So yeah, I don't know when this will be back, so it's nice that we got it, I guess. Yeah, mine is fine. But yeah, that's just really weird that it hasn't been back. Also because it has a Therium form that we haven't seen yet either. And of course also this year we saw the release of Chocodet, and you could get Armarouge and Ceruledge. These were not easy to get either, like they were only from eggs, and you do have to, and it does have 2 forms here, so you do have to get 100 candy at least to evolve it. Of course now I have 149, so now it's fine, but when they first come out they were really hard to get. Of course every Pokemon is rare when it first comes out, but yeah. Of Wiglet and Rock Trio here, which were so hard to find, still is. You can see that I only have 7 candy after evolving, because it's only in those biome beaches, which is just really annoying to find. I had to go to another city to get mine. It's really crazy. And now I don't think you can get them. So yeah. And they weren't announced being into the game either. This is so weird when they do it like that. So really nice that I gotten this one actually. Varoom and Revavroom only available in 12 kilometer eggs. After evolving I only have 1 candy. It's also so hard to get, and I spent a lot of time trying to get it. Really happy that I gotten these. But yeah, so that was like my most rare finds of this year. There were of course some that I didn't get that I really wanted. Toxel for once. I don't know what happened there. I could not get one. Even though it was supposed to be easy to find the 10-kilometer hex in the Go Wild area, I just did not get any. The antique form, Sinisty and Poltergeist, I didn't really care about those, but that is also one. And of course the free part family mousehold that I'm still trying to get candy for Tender Mouse, so I can evolve the ones that I have and see if it should be one of those. That one I actually do want to get. But yeah, that is gonna be it for this video. I want to thank you so much for watching this, and have a wonderful new year, and I cannot wait for 2025 and see what it brings with new exciting events, hopefully. And yeah, I'll just see you out there, and remember to like, comment and subscribe so that I can make more videos, because that's what we all want, right? And I'll just see you there. Bye bye!